So hey Jana, let's talk about programming for Lexington Pickleball Club, right? It's December. Today is what, the 23rd?
Already,
And
yes.
we have come a long way. Remember what we started with?
Yes. Really exciting. And it's so great how many people are participating and really excited about it. We started with 2 sessions a week, and then we went to 5 sessions. And then as people started playing more and more and it got colder and people weren't playing outside, we got to 5. And now starting in January, we're gonna have 9 sessions.
We started with I don't even remember. We started with 2?
Yep,
I
just
always
Monday.
always started with 5. Wow. Okay, so 2, 5, and 9 now.
And now 9.
Yeah.
And we may keep going. You never
All
know.
right, cool. All right, so let's I'm gonna share the calendar if I can figure out how to do this. Uh So what we're gonna do this year, or starting January, right, is to try to put the sessions in the calendar on our website. So this is
Right.
like a big view, and 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we have 9 of them per week. So do you want to talk us through how these nines are set up?
Yeah. So basically we have 3 different levels, and which is what we're doing in December. So people should be familiar with that. And each level will have 3 options to play per week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
And each level will have 1 time slot per week. So they'll play once at 9, once at 11, and once at 1 p.m., all for 2 hours.
Right. So the 1 p.m. ones are the new ones, I think, right?
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
the 1 p.m. ones we're going to do slightly differently. They're going to be, we're calling it a social league, where it's the same group of 18 players who join on at the beginning of each month and pay for the entire month and come every session for that level on that day. So they really kind of get to know each other. They get familiar with each other. It's friendly, a little more social than the other one where you kind of have no idea who's going to be there.
Got it. So basically, if I do the 1 p.m. social league, I'm committed to the same time slot for that day of the week for the entire month of January.
Exactly. You don't even need to look on Playtime Scheduler.
All right, good.
It is your spot.
And I have the same 17 other people play with me, so we kind of just play together and hopefully get better every week, right?
Exactly. And depending how it goes and how the levels work out, how people feel about it, we'll maybe do some round robins or some mini tournaments. We
Okay.
just kind of play with it a little bit. So it should be fun social time.
And if I want to do social league, then I need to basically pay for them way in advance for the entire set.
Correct. And you'll see later how to pay. But for instance, in January, there's one Monday that we don't have the gym at all. So you'll just pay for the other dates.
Got
So
it,
if
got
the
it.
gym is unavailable, then you pay less that month.
Okay,
And we calculate that ahead of time.
cool. All right. So the other question we get a lot are on the 3 different levels of play that we have. So I ended up putting up another page on the website. So these are all kind of new things on the website if people haven't seen it before. So we're gonna have 3 bands of sessions, right? We have the 2 to 3, 3.25 to 3.5, and then 3.75 plus. And I think the way to think about this is the 2 to 3 are people who are already playing pickleball, but they are trying to get better. I think some other people call these the improver groups, right? Um, and that is probably one of the largest group of people in the club, do you think?
I would say so. Certainly one of the most active groups.
Yeah, the most active group, maybe that's so
Yeah.
they play the most, which makes sense, right? They're always working on something.
Yeah.
So that's that group. And then the next one, the 3 to 3.5 or 3.25 to 3.5. And I think the way we have it start on 3.25 is because in Playtime Scheduler, you have to set at one level. So we cannot say 3.001 to 3.5, right? So it has to be
Correct.
3.25. And these guys are, I think, starting to come to the kitchen, realize they need to do hard and soft, and learning to do first shot drop and all of that, right? And that's the most exciting group, I think, because you're like really getting really, really good. And then the 3.75 and above is basically the people who are, I guess, good at the hard and soft games already, or at least when you get there, you kind of expect people to play aggressively.
Hmm.
I think some other plays call these the aggressive players, but aggressive can be both playing hard and also playing soft and dropping the ball as well, right?
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
And the levels are tricky. I think a lot of people are not exactly sure where they fall. So I think it kind of comes down to you play, and if you feel like you are at the wrong level, then you switch it.
Yep.
And of course, when you switch it, let us know. But it's fluid.
Yep, exactly.
Your level, you're not always that level.
And I think, so people, and it's fair, right? We're all in the same boat. We want to play with people that are better than us so that we can do better. So I think in general, we're going to try to do some sessions that are a little bit different.
Yep, the hope is we're going to have some sessions, maybe one session per month per level, or well, maybe not per level, but where there's a 3.5 to 3.9 level.
Yep.
I'm not explaining this well, where it blends them a little bit more.
Yeah, so
people are willing to play down, and then other people can play up.
Yep. So if you want to play harder, then join those sessions, and then we would also ask people who are at the high end of that to come play, kind of giving back a little bit, right? And just be slightly more patient, but be equally aggressive, I would say, and then help us get better.
Yeah. So we're going to try to work that in. I don't know exactly what dates yet, but we're certainly going to try to do that.
All right. So we cover the new calendar. So again, 9 sessions. Every level gets 2. Oh no, gets 3. Gets 3 per week.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. One of them is a special social league.
Yeah.
We're also still doing the Friday morning 9 a.m. workshop, right?
Correct.
For the 2 to 3.
And that'll be every Friday morning, because
every Friday now instead of every other.
2 other options to play. So
Okay.
yeah. So that's every Friday morning, and that's an hour of a workshop and an hour of open play. And the workshop is with PK, and it's great. You'll learn a lot.
How about Saturdays?
And Saturdays, we haven't filled out the schedule yet, but we do have Saturday evenings. Not every single one of them, but many of them. And we're going to sort of alternate between workshops, open play at different levels, maybe mini tournaments. I'm not exactly sure, but we do have Saturday nights from 6 to 8. So we're kind of going to figure that out.
Yeah, so those are people that they really are working in the office or something, and they even the 1, 2, 3, they cannot make that, then Saturday would be a good choice.
Yeah, and it's the only time on the weekend that we can have the gym, so we want to take full advantage. They're pretty busy the rest of the weekend.
Yep. All right, so remind people how can they sign up, because they need to do more than one thing.
Okay, so there's a couple different ways to sign up depending on what you're signing up for. If you go to the Lexington Pickleball Club website, you'll see our store, and at the store you'll see different items that you can purchase.
Actually, let me bring that up.
Okay, great.
And then we have all these
different items you can purchase, and we'll be adding to it. So for instance, if you want the first thing you do for the sessions that are not the social league, you'll go into Playtime Scheduler, you'll put your name in, and then you'll either purchase a bundle, as many people have already done. You see it right here on the page, or you can purchase a single session. So the bundles are 5 of them for $50, or you can buy a single session for $15. If you're not a Lexington Pickleball Club member, then a bundle is $65. You can see it right here.
Right there. Okay.
So that's for the sessions that are not the social league. The sessions that are the social league, we're gonna also, you'll find it here on this page, and it's going to be the first 18 people who sign up get into that league. So it won't be on Playtime Scheduler at all. So we'll let you know when we post it, and then the first 18 who are in and pay at the start. That's how that goes.
Okay. So for regular play, they need to go to Playtime Scheduler, sign up for the session. So, some people get invited, some people don't, depends on how the email is set up. But basically, if the level matches and the session is up there, they click on it, they can say, add my name, and the name goes on it. And that reserves the spot, but they still have to go to the store to pay for it.
Correct.
Because otherwise, those slots are not really reserved in that sense.
Exactly. And a couple points. One is that we're trying to move away from Venmo and Zelle. And so we would much rather that you pay for the sessions through the store. And you can use your credit card that way. It just makes bookkeeping a little bit easier.
Yep.
But the other big question that people have is how do they get invited to sessions? So basically, I invite people based on their level. That's it. There's no other information needed.
Right.
It's the level that you've given yourself on Playtime Scheduler that determines whether or not you get invited to a session. So it's going to be all Lexington pickleball clubs will get invited first, and they'll have a week to sign up, and then I'm going to open it up to the public. So I highly recommend that you sign up as soon as you see that the sessions have been posted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Getting a
And
lot of
it
requests
makes
from
our
them.
management of it much easier as well, right? Because the Playtime Scheduler's website is not the best in the world, right? So every
They're
time
not.
somebody changes level, whatever, we have to go in manually and look it up and reset it and re-add them. It's quite a bit of work.
Exactly. So it's really important if you do change your level to let us know, or else you won't be getting the invites.
Yep. So come close to January, you're going to post all of the sessions that we showed earlier. So these are the 9 sessions. Every level gets 3 chances to play on the Playtime Scheduler.
Yeah.
They need to quickly sign up for the sessions for the month, buy the bundle or pay for it single time. But I honestly, unless you play once a month, the bundle makes sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do the bundle expire?
They will expire at the end of our indoor season.
Okay, so
So
until probably April or
fine.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And we ask if you do sign up, that you take your name off of the list at least 24 hours ahead of time, or the minute you know that you can't play, so that somebody else can. Ideally at least 24 hours ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna get really crazy. I mean, we already see the uptick in volume, so I think that's that.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think we got everything covered, right? So we have the exciting thing is 9 sessions, right? Three every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's a lot of it. Saturday nights, different programming.
Yeah.
We post everything January. Come January, please everybody go sign up ASAP for the month. Make sure they pay in advance and use the website to pay, because that takes credit cards and everything else.
Yes.
And don't Venmo our personal accounts anymore.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I am
That's it.
excited. Are we
I'm
ready
excited
to play
too.
something?
It's going
more?
so well. And people seem to really love it. So it's exciting.
Cool. Well, thanks for doing this recording with me.
Sure. See you all soon.